church is coming to the end of its liturgical year. Sunday is Feast of Christ the King. If you noticed, we're beginning to talk about end times. Sunday's gospel was Matthew's gospel, which was the very same gospel that Luke is talking about, using our talents, so that when we read the Gospel of Matthew on Sunday, the one about the Last Judgment, where we'll be judged upon how we use the talents God has given us, it'll all begin to tie together. And also for the next few days, we'll be reading from the book of Revelation, which talks about end times. But John is talking not about necessarily the end of the world. He is in one way, but he's also talking about the time when the early church was under persecution by the Romans. And because they were under persecution, they thought everything was coming to an end. And if we really listen to the book of Revelation, John is giving us hope that in spite of every ill that we are undergoing, that there will be an end to it, that Christ will reign, that the second coming will happen, and everything will be brought together into one glorious, majestic vision of our lives in heaven. So that as we approach the end time for the church, we also remember that it's the beginning, too, of our continued growth in faith and our continued knowing that when this life on earth ends, we gain an everlasting dwelling place in heaven. So we have that hope. John's book of Revelation gives us hope that this too shall pass if we are in trouble. Also, it gives us hope that the glory of God's creation is in our midst. And there are many, many wonderful holy, holy, holies in our lives. And that gives us peace. So as we look at the end of time, let us continue to use our talents so that when we enter the heavenly kingdom, the Lord will say, "Well done, good and faithful servant, come into my kingdom."